What's up, guys? I actually got another one for you. Got another good one for you. Why pursuing even though you're not seeing results is what you should do. I love using this analogy because it's probably one of the best analogies there is for this area, right? Pursuing things. You need to internalize that. Pursuing things even though you're not seeing results. You're just continuously doing it even though the results haven't shown up yet. Right? The results can't be measured. This is the best analogy for this. Do you think that you're going to go down to the gym? Do you think you're going to pursue exercising and get the body that you want overnight? It's not going to happen. That is the best example that I can think of. Pursuing, I mean, there's definitely a few other examples that I'll give you, but that's a really, really good one. You're never going to see results in a single day. It takes so many stacked days to be able to finally see a result. The fruit of your labor. Let's talk about businesses for a minute. Do you think that do you think Warren Buffett got where he is overnight? Not in a million years. He's got hundreds of billions of dollars. Hundreds of billions. Think about that. You can't comprehend that number because it's so much. Compounding is a thing. The compounding effect, it works for everything. Right? Even if your business isn't taking off today, even if whatever you're into isn't working right now, today, tomorrow, next week, you've learned a lesson. You've learned how not to do things. You've learned marketing skills. You've learned money management skills, right? And then one day, couple years from now, few years from now, because you just kept going, now you have some results. Some really, really good results. Undeniable results. In fact, if you just keep pursuing something, you almost can't lose, right? I mean, it depends exactly what you're into. I mean, but especially with going to the gym and exercise and fitness, you can't not. It's actually impossible. It's actually impossible if you are applying yourself, following a plan, and continuously doing the thing that needs to be done every day, right? To get you those results. It's actually one of those things in life where you can't not, like, you're going to get where you want. If you keep on going to the gym, you keep eating correctly, you're tracking your macros, you can't not get results. You're going to get the results. Okay? Kind of just going off what I said, it takes most people, right? If you're pretty overweight, let's say you need to lose 50 pounds of fat and you need to gain, you want to to look really good, you need to gain a lot of muscle, right? A lot of people want to get thin and stuff like that, like really lean. That's great. I'm actually getting leaner, right? I want to be pursuing a leaner physique. I want to get a little bit leaner. But if you start right now, you need to lose 50, right? If you need to lose 50 pounds and you need to gain, a bunch of muscle to look exactly how you want, because that's normally how it works, right? If you want to do that and you start today and you do everything right, every single thing, you track your macros and your diet down to the T, it's going to take you like 2.5 years. It's going to take you like two and a half, 3, 3.5 years. If you do everything correctly and start today. That's why it's so important when you're pursuing something to keep doing it, even though you're not seeing the results that you want. That's why it's so important. Because eventually, you're going to get the results. People don't talk about that. They're scared of failing. It's okay. Nobody wants to fail. But failures teach you lessons. They teach you what not to do, right? They're valuable. Failures are good, right? Failures are good. Right? So touching back on Warren Buffett, it took him years to get where he is. Years and years to get where he is. Jeff Bezos, right? Owner of Amazon, took him years and years, and people laughed at him, right? I remember watching this clip online of him like doing an interview, and the guy was picking on him for like losing money after like 4 years or something like that. And Jeff Bezos is kind of laughing along. I'm sure he feels a little bit stupid, right? And now look at him. He didn't care what anybody else thought. He just kept doing it. Pursuing things when you're not seeing results. Continuously. This is a pretty big one, right? This is a pretty big one. Everybody's scared to look stupid. Everybody's scared to not look smart. Everybody's scared of failure. Everybody's scared about what other people are thinking. I'm going to let you guys in on something. Unless there's like some sort of narcissistic person that's really close to you, that's watching every single thing that you're doing, right? Because that's in the nature of a narcissist. Unless there's that person, nobody cares what you're doing. Nobody cares at all about your failures more than you. You're the only one that cares about your failures. Right? Nobody's even paying attention to you. You're just scared to fail. You're scared to look stupid. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Nobody wants to look stupid. But let's go back to Warren Buffett and Jeff Bezos. They didn't let failures stop them, right? They just kept going. That's how the gym is. When you finally see results, you're basically there, right? When you really like if you're been going to the gym for a long time and you're literally like you're the man. You just keep pursuing. You just keep trying. You know you're going to get the body that you want. You know you're going to get that six pack. By the time you're actually there, you're just like, yeah. You're not even worried about anything. You're not even worried about actually getting it. It's in the journey, man. That's what a lot of people don't talk about. The real fun in life is actually in the journey. Like let's say you wanted a Lamborghini or something. I don't know. The actual Lamborghini, it's not the fun part. The new vehicle or whatever, it's not the fun part. It's the looking at the inventory, going over what you can afford, saving up for a down payment, going to test drive the vehicle, putting in some overtime at work so you can get this one, get this specific vehicle that you want or whatever. That's why you see people get something, and it's happened to me before. It's happened to me before. You finally get something that you want. You really, really wanted it, right? Put a down payment on something. Finally get it after weeks or months or whatever. You finally get it, and it's like, it's whatever. It's fun, but like now you're on to more. You know what I mean? That's why I try not to I try to keep my dopamine levels like in a healthy range, right? That's why I'm pursuing. That's why I'm in the gym. That's why I'm stacking my money. It's in the journey. The fun is in the journey. Who cares if it took you 5, 6, 7, 8 years, 9 years, a decade? Think about how cool of a story that actually is. I worked from age 20 to 35 and I'm finally getting these results that I wanted in a business plan or whatever, you know? That's pretty cool. I would say you've made it, right? It's pretty cool. Especially like when you're in the gym, when you first start from where you're at, and then you look at yourself 3 years later and you know that you're going to look even better in another 3. and even better in another 3 after that. But yeah, guys, like, that's why it's important to, like, when you're pursuing something, when you want to be successful in something that you pursue, even though you're not seeing the results that you want, you just keep doing it. You keep doing the same thing over and over because you know that it's going to work out eventually. That's what all successful people have in common. They don't really care what you think, right? They're not scared of failures. They're pursuing even though they're not seeing the results today. They can see into the they can see themselves into the future. It's gonna work. It just takes time. Right? It just takes time. Everything takes time. That's why you should start today. Whatever you're doing, you need to pursue it constantly, consistently. Right? Consistency is key. I can't go get a 6-pack by the end of the year if I'm gonna be eating 3 pizzas tomorrow, or today, or whatever. Right? Consistency. Consistency is key. All right, guys, that is all I got for you in this one. All right. Like, comment is always helpful. Subscriptions are like subscribing is super, super helpful. I would greatly appreciate that. That helps the algorithm and helps me push um, content and really get it out there. That would be wonderful. I would be very thankful. And I'll see you guys in the next one.